What's going on, guys? Wingsman here and welcome back to another Redstone tutorial. And today, guys, I'm gonna be showing you how to make this really cool and simple working X-Wing Starfighter in Minecraft Bedrock Edition. If you guys are excited for that, make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe if you are new. We are on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so that would definitely help a lot. And without any further ado, let's get right into today's video. I tried to replicate it as best as I could. You can see that we have the double guns on either side, we have two engines to the top and on the bottom, and this is the best I could do for Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Yes, it actually moves and shoots in the same time. We just need to update that little observer right here and we can add the nose back on. So you can see when it moves, the observers are actually going to detect that, sending the signal into dispensers, which of course have the fire chargers for the ammunition. You can see this is really simple and I'm going to show you how to make it right now. So the blocks we're going to need for this are 12 slime blocks, 10 observers, 1 sticky piston, 2 normal pistons, 4 dispensers, 2 blocks of quartz, and 4 stacks of fire charges for the ammunition. Since it is a starfighter, we're going to build it in the air, starting off with my standard 3x4 flying machine that I use for majority of my planes. Starting off with the observer pointing towards us, with the normal piston on top of it, 2 slime blocks in the middle, and just repeat the same thing, observer in the back and the normal piston in front. Then from the slime blocks we want to go 4 blocks out, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Go ahead, destroy the first 3. We're going to have the observer pointing towards the first part of the flying machine, destroy the slime block on the back, and have the sticky piston with 1 block gap between the sticky piston and the slime block, the part of the flying machine that we did first. And now we are just going to surround it with the slime blocks, 2 on either side, and the flying machine is complete. Now we need to add all the details to make it into the X-Wing Starfighter. And of course, we are going to start off with the wings. We want to go to the slime block that's connected to the sticky piston and go 2 slime blocks from it, 1 and 2, and this is where we're going to have the observer on top of the slime block and the observer on the bottom with the dispensers on top of it, creating that double gun wing. And of course, we're just going to copy that on the other side. 2 slime blocks, observer with the red dot pointing towards you, 1 on top, 1 on the bottom, and of course have the dispensers. Right now we're going to add those engines at the back, so we're going to go to this slime block, have another slime block on top of that. We're just going to have the observers without any dispensers. These are just for the decoration to add that little engine on the top and the bottom. So we're just going to add 1 more slime block and 2 more observers, 1 on either side, and we're basically done. To actually start the machine, we need to update this observer, and we're going to do that by adding the nose. But before we actually do that, we are going to add the ammunition into each of the dispensers. I'm gonna be using the fire charges, but you can use arrows. I wouldn't recommend the TNT because TNT is just going to drop down and it's not really going to look like much of a fighter. One thing I should mention before we finish the plane is that after you complete this part of the plane, there is only 2 additional blocks that you can add, and we're going to add 2 additional blocks of quartz on top of this observer for the nose to complete the actual starfighter. The reason being is because the piston push limit is 12 blocks, and you can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, and that counts for both of these pistons because sometimes the left one is going to push the actual observer, the sticky piston, and its side of the wings, and sometimes this one is going to do it. So you can see right now both of these sides are pushing 10 blocks, and since the piston push limit is 12, we can only add 2 additional blocks. And of course, after we add the block over here, the observer is going to detect it and the plane is going to start. You can see with 2 blocks it's going to work perfectly, but if we try to add 1 more block in front of it, it's going to stop because we're exceeding the piston push limit. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions on how to improve this, do let me know. Of course, we can't have the lasers shooting like they normally do. The best thing we can use for the ammunition is the actual fire charges. If you use the TNT, it's just going to fall down, and sometimes the TNT is going to fire, and as the plane moves, it's going to end up in this little gap, and you are not going to have fun time with the actual airplane. But if you have any other suggestions on how to improve this, or any other suggestions on what sort of plane you want me to try to make next, let me know in the comments below, and I can definitely try. No promises though. Now I'm going to make the X-Wing Starfighter from scratch, but without me talking. I know some of you guys prefer it that way, so here it is. If any of you are still watching this, first of all, thank you for that, but I also need to say massive thank you for the support you guys have been showing this year. I know, we just started this year, but I have to say thank you, considering the January is most well known as the worst possible month for YouTubers when views and everything else goes down. January has been the absolute best month for me so far, and we managed to break few records already, which is totally insane. In January, we got 100,000 views for a single month, which is the first for me, and we almost got full 1,000 subscribers in 31 days, which is just completely insane and left me speechless, considering it took us 3 years for the first 1,000 subscribers, and now we almost got it in 1 month. I just need to say thank you, and I didn't feel like making a separate video for that, so if any of you guys caught this moment in this video, thank you. But yeah guys, that's pretty much all there is for this video. If you guys have enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe if you're new. We are on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so that would definitely help a lot. If you think that any of your friends would enjoy this type of content, make sure to share it with them. But as always, I really hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Don't forget to leave suggestions for future videos, or just suggestions on what other plane we can make from the Star Wars franchise. Emphasis on try.